We are studying chapter natural resources. Until now, we have talked about the most important natural resource, that is air. Because air, it is a mixture of gases and it contains oxygen, which is very necessary for the survival of living organisms on the earth. And today we are going to study about our next natural resource, that is rain. Means we can say water. Now, how clouds are formed and what brings the rain? These are the questions which comes in our mind whenever we see rainfall. So, for studying this natural resource rain, there is an activity given here. So, I will be covering all these three activities in a separate video, and today we will be covering the written portion because this chapter is not included for the assessment of your annual examination. This is just for the reading purpose. So I am explaining you this chapter and the activities. I will be sending you a separate video for this. So rain, it is the most important natural resource we can say, and we know that how rain is formed or how the clouds they get water. As we know, various water bodies are present on the earth's surface and sun is also there. So when the sunlight is falling on these water bodies, what is happening? This water is getting heated, and whenever is water heated, it is converting into water vapors. So in the same way, you might have observed your mothers also that whenever they boil the water, what is happening, that water is converted into steam. In the same way, when the water bodies like sea, ponds, oceans, wells, whatever the water bodies are present on the earth, they are heated because of the sun's heat. Now because of the sun's heat, that water is getting temperature, and because of the temperature or because of the rise in the temperature of that water is converted into water vapors, and these vapors, they are lighter, so they will rise high, and these water vapors, now they will move to the atmosphere. In the same way, because of the some of the biological activities means we can say during respiration, during photosynthesis also, some of the water is released by the living organisms. So this water is in the form of water vapors, and so it is also rising high, and in this way there is a movement of water vapors into the atmosphere. Means these water vapors are carried with the air to the higher level, and as this air is rising, it is expanding and cooling, because at the higher, we can say, level of atmosphere, temperature is less. So what will happen, जैसे ही जो वाटर हॉट हुआ यानी वाटर वेपर्स थे, वो लाइट होने के कारण राइज हुए, और जब वो ऊपर गए तो हाई एल्टीट्यूड्स पर टेम्परेचर क्या हो जाता है, लेस हो जाता है. सो व्हाट विल हैपन, दोज वाटर वेपर्स नाउ दे विल स्टार्ट कूलिंग, and this cooling of water vapors, what it will be forming, it will form the teeny droplets of water. जो वाटर वेपर्स थे, जो गैशियस फॉर्म थी, जो ऊपर चले गए जहाँ पर टेम्परेचर लो था, अब जो वाटर वेपर्स हैं, दे विल बी कन्वर्टिंग इनटू टीनी ड्रॉप्स, एंड दिस प्रोसेस इज कॉल्ड एज कंडेंसेशन. So I have used two terms here. One is evaporation. I think it is clear to you what is evaporation. Evaporation is the process of conversion of water into water vapors. यानी जो water है, when it is converting into vapors, it is called as evaporation. And the second term which I have used here, that is condensation. So what is condensation? As I have just told कि जो water vapors हैं वो ऊपर चले गए because of the less temperature there at the higher altitudes. Now these water vapors, they will become cool and they will be converting into water. So this is known as condensation. Now this condensation, what will happen, these teeny droplets, they will come together, and these some of the droplets will act as a nucleus. यानी क्या होगा कि जो small droplets of water बन गए हैं, now these droplets will come nearer to each other and they will form a structure which is somewhat heavier than these tiny droplets, and this is called as nucleus. Why it is calling as nucleus? Because all other water particles, they will be coming towards it, and the size of this nucleus will keep on increasing, and with this, dust and other particles, they will also come in contact with it. They will also help in bringing these water vapors, these water droplets together. और एंड वंस व्हेन द वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स आर फॉर्म्ड, नाउ देयर साइज विल बिकम बिगर, क्योंकि वाटर जो है कैसे फॉर्म हो रहा है, कंडेंसेशन से. ऊपर टेम्परेचर लो है, सो कंडेंसेशन चलती रहेगी, मोर एंड मोर वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स विल बी फॉर्म्ड एंड दे विल कम टुगेदर. साइज ऑफ द न्यूक्लियस will become or will increase, and in this way when these drops they become big and heavy, now those water droplets which have become big and heavy, they will fall down, and this falling down of water in the form of rain, it is called as precipitation. So we have used three terms here. One is, so we have used three terms here. One is evaporation. Then the second term, it is condensation. And the third term, it is precipitation. So now I think all the definitions are clear to you. What is evaporation? When water is converted into vapors, it is evaporation. When vapors are converted into water, it is called as condensation. And when these water droplets which were present in the atmosphere, और जिन्होंने clouds बना दिए थे, now those water droplets, they will become bigger in size and they will form on the earth's surface in the form of rain. And that falling of that water in the form of rain, it is called as precipitation. So now what will happen, this water will come down in the form of rain. Now where the temperature is low, what will happen, जो रेन जो वाटर जो है जिसको लिक्विड फॉर्म में आना था नीचे, बट बिकॉज ऑफ द टेम्परेचर बीइंग वेरी लो, क्योंकि टेम्परेचर कुछ प्लेसेस पर वेरी लो है, दोज वाटर ड्रॉपलेट्स विल बी कन्वर्टेड इनटू स्नो, स्लीट और हेल. यानी आपने देखा होगा कई जगह पर बारिश के साथ ओले आते हैं या स्नोफॉल होती है. सो ऑल बिकॉज ऑफ व्हाट, because when the temperature in the atmosphere becomes very low, then those water drops, they are converted into this snow or sleet or hail, and they come on the, or they reaches to the earth's surface. So in this way rainfall occurs, clouds are formed. Now you might have heard that at some places there is a great rainfall, and there are some places where the rainfall is in very less amount. That is, if we compare the rainfall pattern from the south to the desert area, or from the hilly area to the desert area, at some places the rainfall is in large amount, whereas in desert area this is in very less amount. So these are the rainfall patterns, and these rainfall patterns are decided by the wind patterns. And about wind we have studied in our previous class, that what is land breeze, what is sea breeze, and what causes the movement of this wind. तो जो विंड पैटर्न है ये किसको डिसाइड कर रहा है, रेनफॉल पैटर्न को. एंड इफ़ वी टॉक अबाउट इंडिया, in most rains are mostly brought by the southwest or the northeast monsoons. You might have heard this word monsoon. These are those winds which helps in bringing rain. और इंडिया के अंदर ज़्यादातर बारिश कौन सी मानसून्स के कारण होता है, साउथ वेस्ट या फिर नॉर्थ ईस्ट. यानी वो जो विंड जो कहाँ से चल रही है, साउथ से वेस्ट की तरफ या फिर फ्रॉम नॉर्थ टू ईस्ट, एंड दीज मानसून्स आर रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर ब्रिंगिंग रेन इन इंडिया. And you might have heard in the newspapers and in the news reports also that there is depression in the Bay of Bengal, and that will cause the rain in that so and so area. So all these depressions, wind movements, they allow this rainfall. So this is the diagram which is showing, this is a graph, a picture, satellite picture showing clouds over India. और जो है इन्हीं से जो मेटीरोलॉजिस्ट हैं वो क्या करते हैं, रिपोर्ट स्टडी कर पाते हैं कि कहाँ कहाँ डिप्रेशन फॉर्म हो रहा है और उन पर्टिकुलर एरियाज़ में क्या होगी, रेनफॉल हो सकती है. So this is again activity. You have to collect the newspapers which tell us about weather reports, or in the television you hear about many of the weather reports. So you have to collect these informations. Then what are precautions are necessary in order to get reliable data for this rain gauge? रेन गॉश इट इज़ यूज टू मेजर द रेनफॉल कि कितनी बारिश हुई है, एंड वी विल स्टडी अबाउट दिस एक्टिविटी ऑल्सो इन आर सेपरेट वीडियो. सो next topic of this chapter is air pollution. Now what is air pollution? You know, air is a mixture of gases and it has 78% nitrogen, then 21% oxygen and 1% other gases. But when there is any increase in any of its constituent, then the air becomes polluted. यानी एयर जिन जिन गैसेस से मिलकर बनी थी, अगर उनके अमाउंट जो उनका अमाउंट है दैट इज़ फिक्स्ड, बट अगर किसी एक का भी अमाउंट एयर के अंदर कम या ज़्यादा होता है तो हम क्या कहेंगे कि जो एयर है वो पोल्यूटेड है. And you have heard about the increasing levels of oxides of nitrogen and sulfur. न्यूज़ में बहुत बार आता है कि सल्फ़र लेवल जो है वहाँ इंक्रीज़ हो गया है, या नाइट्रोजन ऑक्साइड लेवल हैज़ इंक्रीज्ड इन द एयर, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट द क्वालिटी ऑफ द एयर इज़ क्या हो रही है, इट इज़ डिक्रीजिंग, जो है डिग्रेड हो रही है क्वालिटी ऑफ द एयर, एंड वी आर लिसनिंग अबाउट ऑल दीज थिंग्स फ्रॉम आवर चाइल्डहुड. सो हाउ दिस क्वालिटी ऑफ एयर इज़ डिग्रेडिंग, या किस तरह से क्वालिटी ऑफ एयर इज़ अफेक्टेड, एंड व्हाट आर द चेंजेस जो कि क्या कर रहे हैं, एयर को पोल्यूट कर रहे हैं. फॉसिल फ्यूल्स. व्हाट आर फॉसिल फ्यूल्स? दीज आर फॉर्म्ड बाय द डिपोजिशन ऑफ the plants or animals under the surface of earth for millions of years, and then those bodies of plants and animals that is converted into fossil fuels. So fossil fuels are examples of fossil fuels are coal and petroleum, and this petroleum when it is refined it gives petrol, kerosene, paraffin wax, etc. So all these are the derivatives of fossil fuels. So हम क्या कहेंगे, मेनली दैट फॉसिल फ्यूल्स आर कोल एंड पेट्रोलियम, and when these fossil fuels they contain small amount of nitrogen and sulfur, and whenever these fuels are burned, what will happen, nitrogen and sulfur which are burnt in the air, they will spread, and when inhalation, because of the inhalation means जब हम ब्रीथ इन करते हैं, और क्योंकि एयर की जो क्वालिटी है वो डिग्रेड हो गई है, उससे क्या होगा, दिस जो पोल्यूटेड एयर है ब्रीथ इन करने से इट विल एंटर इनटू द बॉडी ऑफ द लिविंग ऑर्गेनिज्म. सो इनहेलेशन जो है वो डेंजरस है. इसके अलावा दीज इम्प्योरिटीज़ विच आर प्रेजेंट इन द एयर व्हेन रेनफॉल विल कम, दीज इम्प्योरिटीज़ विल गेट डिसॉल्व्ड इन रेन वाटर, and the rainwater becomes acidic. So the burning or the combustion of fossil fuels, what happens, इससे क्या लॉस हो रहा है, एयर पोल्यूटेड हो रही है, एंड जो इंक्रीज इन द दैट इंक्रीज ऑफ एसिड इन द रेन वाटर इज ऑल्सो हैपनिंग. और जो सस्पेंडेड पार्टिकल्स हैं, अनबर्न्ड पार्टिकल्स हैं, फॉसिल फ्यूल्स के जो बर्न होने से प्रोड्यूस हो रहे हैं, वो एयर के अंदर स्कैटर हो जाते हैं. दीज सस्पेंडेड पार्टिकल्स कुड बी अनबर्न्ड कार्बन पार्टिकल्स हो सकते हैं, या कुछ और पॉल्यूटेंट्स हो सकते हैं, एंड बिकॉज ऑफ दैट, बिकॉज दे आर सस्पेंडेड इन द एयर, सो द विजिबिलिटी इज़ लोवर्ड. और स्पेशली आप लोगों ने देखा होगा ठंड के अंदर जब हम कहीं ट्रैवल कर रहे होते हैं, विजिबिलिटी जो है वो ना के बराबर हो जाती है. वाई इट इज़ देयर? बिकॉज लॉट ऑफ पॉल्यूटेंट्स आर प्रेजेंट इन द एयर, that is, and because of the cold weather fog is there, and when that smoke and fog it gets mixed, it forms smog, and that smog decreases the visibility, and that is the indication of air pollution. So you will remember what is smog. Smoke plus fog. Smoke is produced by the fossil fuels, and fog it is because of the low temperature, and when both these are combined they forms smog, and this smog it is the indication of that the pollutants are present in the air, and these pollutants they may increase they may cause the chances of or the increase of some of the incidents like allergies, cancer and heart disease. And if these harmful substances they are increased or their content is increased in the atmosphere, then that air is called as polluted air. This is lichen. What is lichen? Lichen is an association. You have to remember this term. It is an association when algae and fungi, फंगस का नाम सबने सुना होगा, एंड एल्गा क्या होती है, जो मॉइस्ट प्लेसेस पर ग्रीनिश पैचेस अपीयर हो जाते हैं, स्पेशली पोंड वगैरह में, या जहाँ पर रेनफॉल जो या वाटर के ड्रॉपलेट्स फॉल होते रहते हैं, तो एल्गा अपीयर हो जाती है. एंड व्हेन एल्गा एंड फंजाई दे कम टुगेदर, then that association is called as lichen. And this lichen, it is the indication of पोल्यूशन की, जो एटमॉस्फेयर के अंदर पोल्यूशन प्रेजेंट है या नहीं है, उसके बारे में हमें जो है किससे पता चलता है, लाइकन के बारे में. सो रेस्ट ऑफ दिस, अबाउट दिस वी विल कंटिन्यू इन आवर नेक्स्ट क्लास.